Okay, I'm back with the next edition of the Chronicles of George. This one is a little bit more about DeeDee, the wife of his middle daughter. Okay, so I'm going to just read this whole conversation, even though I gave you a snippet last time. I had an interesting conversation with DeeDee. That's what I'll call George's daughter's wife. Her name starts with a D. She reached out to me and asked me, was I there at George's house last night? I said, just our boss. He's probably still laid up on painkillers. I don't go in until this evening for a viewing. I'm here now. This was a few hours ago. DeeDee said, what the F happened? I told her what I know. She said she went over to George's house to clean up the damn yard. I remembered what you said about women needed to stop swooping in to save men like George. I told her that. She said she refuses to let George make her into a person like him, but also she's completely with the poop. DeeDee says I tolerated a lot of stuff I probably shouldn't have. That's my wife's dad, her son's biological grandfather. The older child they share together is DeeDee's biological son. I just wanted to confirm what I heard with you at least. So I told that crazy MF I'd clean up the yard where he broke all that stuff. It's effed up. I love Evelyn. She's always loved and accepted me, even when my own family didn't. How he do her stuff like that, man? So I took pictures of the damage. I'ma send them to her or her lawyer or both of them. The police if need be. I said, please tell me you only went over there to take pictures. DeeDee said, yeah, of course. That N word ain't getting no more favors from me. Okay, so DeeDee said that N-word ain't getting no more favors from me, his crazy butt. I did that for Miss Evelyn, F him. I asked, does her wife know? She said, yeah, she was mad at first. That's still her dad, DeeDee told her. And that's still your mom. They talked it through and framed it as the right thing to do. We exchanged info and will keep in contact. She told me to let her know if George does anything else crazy so she can go over there and collect evidence for Evelyn. I told her again exactly what you said. Don't try to save that man anymore. He made his bed. He needs to lay in it. DeeDee said, no doubt. This is far from verbatim. DeeDee curses a lot. I mean, a lot. So, the lessons that I am giving, people are sharing, and that is super duper cool. Okay, so when Miss Sassy started giving me this information, I got super duper excited because she said there were pictures, and I'm sitting up here trying to text, trying to call, but then I'm like, I was about to go into bar class, so I was like, don't call, but you got to get DeeDee to send those pics. She said that she would talk to her either tomorrow or the next day. She didn't show me either. She just told me about taking them. So, y'all, if you guys are waiting for pictures, if there are any pictures, there will be pictures shown. And then I asked, is George's job in jeopardy? So, let's get to that. So she says, firstly, girl, if I had those pictures or she posted them anywhere, the first thing I would have done is asked her, can you add my friend? Or my friend wants to follow you. If and when she does, or she posts any pertaining information in regards to the Chronicles, I will. Right now, I think they're going to show Evelyn before anyone. In regard to George's employment, I seriously doubted he would get fired. If it was a regular employee, I'd say maybe, but he's our boss's friend. They've known each other for years. George knows their family, all that. From what I heard, they're probably going to force him to take a leave of absence. Plus, the only thing he did regarding work was lie about working remotely, and our boss chose to leave the job and go to George's house. None of this took place at our job. Apparently, he's blaming yesterday's episode on a diabetic episode. I'm sorry, apparently he's blaming yesterday's evening on a diabetic episode. He has not been managing his diabetes at all. That part is true. But I do think him claiming blood sugar issues is a way to make excuses because of the legal ramifications of what he did. I was also told to ask, did Evelyn know about George's cheating? So this is what she says. I don't know. I heard when she filed for divorce, she claimed infidelity and irreconcilable differences, among other things. So I'm sure she can probably prove it. She probably has evidence. I just found out George is on leave. George is on leave, y'all. Effective immediately until further notice for health reasons. I also found out that the temp is a young white guy that's the son of George's and my boss's friend. I haven't met him yet. I heard he's pretty cool. And after that, that's she learned about this person after I asked if everyone was black. Obviously not, because there's a young white guy that has entered the chat. Okay, so this is the last piece for the Chronicles today. The office manager, the older black lady, Mrs. M, told me both Evelyn's and George's lawyers are kind of sleazy. Her words. Evelyn's lawyer is a woman, and her whole focus is we're getting money and a lot of it. George's lawyer is basically like, we are going to pay the least amount of money no matter what. I don't know how Mrs. M knows, but I'll do my best to find out. And that's how we're ending it today. Will we find out more about the lawyers? I don't know. How is George doing with his sugar diabetes? We don't know yet. You guys are going to have to stay tuned. I'm sure that there's going to be, that we're going to learn more. And as I learn more, you learn more. Like, comment, share.